Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So this is going to be one of my first equipment reviews. I got a message off Sean the other day. I've had other people ask me about it as well, and I haven't really got round to it, so I am now. So I am going to be reviewing my body cam. So my body cam is one of the most important bits of kit that I have. It keeps me safe, it makes me have evidence if something goes against me, and it's something that I can have in court that's my side of the story. If I'm out patrolling my dog and something happens and there's a group of people, if the police turn up and 5 people say one thing and I'm saying something completely different, the police will have to look at it objectively if 5 people are saying it but one person saying something different, they have to try and work it out. Where with a body cam, I can put my side across and have actual evidence to back up what I'm saying. So what body cam do I have? So I have a body worn camera HD 1080p 720p professional police SIA Rewire Security Rx3-Pro. So basically it's the Rewire Security Rx3 Pro. Now go on Rewire website, you won't find these. There will be a link down in the description below to an eBay where you can buy these. Looking at it, I think 65 have been sold recently, so they are an ongoing thing. I've had mine for just under a year now, and like I say, I haven't really had to use it, I haven't really had to gain much evidence with it, but it's just a peace of mind and a good bit of safety that I've got. So what I'll do is I'll give you the written spiel about this body cam, about its the technical specifications, etc. And then I'll put some videos of it actually being used so you can see the quality of the camera, etc. So in terms of technical specifications, the lens is a 140-degree wide-angle lens, record capacity of 32 gigabytes. So there's a 32 gigabyte of recording memory that's built into the camera. You can't remove it, it's built in. Connectivity is a USB 2. Standby up to 11 hours depending on resolution. So your camera will sit there on standby for 11 hours. Charging time is 4 hours. Weight is 165. Now I'm going to assume that's probably grams. It's quite lightweight. I assume that would be grams. Dimensions is 94mm by 60mm by 31mm, and the battery is 2900 milliamps. Moving on to the features. So the features that this camera has is a full HD 1080p 720p or 480p resolutions. It's got one touch record, so simple push record button. So down the side here, you've got one, you just click that, vibrates twice, 3 times, you're now recording. So this is now recording what's in front of me. Down the side, you do have like a camera. You can do one, you've got a button there that will just do photos. So if you just want to take a quick snap of a photo, and then it's also got voice record, so if you just want to do voice record and no pictures, and then one push on it again, vibrates a couple of times, it's now not recording, which is why you've got the green light. And then on the top you've got the power button, push hold that, now the camera's turned back off. So it's also got a rugged casing, so it's got IP65 rated water resistant casing. So I don't know if you can really see, I'll try and zoom in, if you can see that, it's got a rugged casing around it, and it is IP65 water resistant casing as well. So if this was to get knocked off, or if you was in a scuffle and you ended up on the floor, this is not going to get, the casing is going to protect it. Now the lens does have glass on it. I don't know how tough that glass is, but in terms of the casing itself, it is tough, and it's also IP65 water resistant. So you've also got the mounting. Now on the eBay website you can get different types of mountings, things like that. I've got one that basically it's just a clip behind that I can just push the clip down, take it off, and then to put it back on you have to push that clip back down, line up the slide, and then it clicks in. Now that's back in. Something that people have been worried about is it being ripped off. This cannot be ripped off. So with the fastening that I've got, the camera slides in and then you click it into place. So in order for someone to take this off me, they would have to have two hands, basically hold this, be able to twist and pull it out. Now in a scuffle, that's not really going to happen. So in terms of safety, if you're looking for, did I just do that wrong? So in terms of safety of your camera staying on you, that is, like I say, that is not going to get pulled off of me, and it's not going to be nicked, unless of course I'm incapacitated and someone manages to do it, but unlikely. So password protected files. So the only way that you can get images off of this camera is to plug it into a laptop or a computer, and you can password protect them files. So if this was to get nicked and someone plugged it into a computer, they wouldn't be able to get any of the files, download any of the files that's on here, because I would have put a password on there to stop them being able to do that. So obviously that would be able to stop a resale of an item. It would stop people being able to erase evidence if you've got evidence of someone doing something. And then obviously if the police find these people and they find this camera, they can return it back to me. I can give them the password and the police will still have the images. There's also a time and date stamp. Down in the bottom right hand corner there's a time and date stamp, so there's obviously the time, the date, and what you can also do down there is you can put like your tag. So I can't remember what mine is, I believe mine's like MWS, so that's me, CPR, which is my dog, K9 possibly. So in terms of video, when you send that footage over to someone, or it gets downloaded, on that stamp it tells, for me, for MWS CPR K9, that would say that it's Michael Wakley-Smith, is CPR, which is my dog's name, and then K9, so they know that that's the handler, that's the dog, it's a dog unit, and then when it comes back to it, they can say like, that is your footage. Now obviously that could be worked against you, because if you turn around and said I had no footage and this got brought up, you've got no leg to stand on. But as most people and most security guards would be honest, and you should know what you're doing, basically that's just time and stamp to say, look, this is my footage, because there's my name, my dog's name, the dog unit, that's the time and that's the date, and they can't be erased from the file. You download the file and it's there and you can't get rid of it. So you can also get this with GPS location login. So I haven't got it myself, I believe it might be a bit extra, which is basically a GPS that would be built into this, and then I assume that you would be able to log into a website like the Rewire website, and basically what that would do is it would be a GPS, so no matter where you are, someone would be able to look into my body cam and say, well, that's his GPS location, he's on site, or they'll be able to look in and say, right, he hasn't moved from this field for 10 minutes, maybe I need to give him a call. So it may be something that you want to do. I don't have it myself, but if you want GPS location login, then that is possible to buy with this camera as well. And just a note on the bottom of that is the Rx3-Pro software is not Mac compatible. So if you've got a Mac, you won't be able to use this use that computer to download your visuals or anything like that. It can't be a Mac. It doesn't say anything about anything else, so as long as it's not a Mac, you'll be able to download your information onto it. So this camera is HD 1080 30 frames per second. That's what I've got it on, and been going around, I've been using it because obviously I wanted to see at the start what it was like and things like that. And just before this, I went and done a patrol with my dog. Now, to show you the night vision, so the night vision is important for a dog handler, because most of the work you're going to be doing is at night, and that's obviously when you want to have the best clarity in your pictures, etc. So I just went and done a patrol out there, and as you can see in this video, I'm walking around just doing my normal patrol. I'm using my torch, and the reason that I'm using my torch is that I can't even see where my dog is. It's that dark outside that I can't see where my dog is, let alone what's 4 or 5 foot in front of me. So just to show you how good the camera night vision is, there's times where I do flash my torch and then I'll turn it off, just so that you can see the difference between me having my torch, and obviously when it's pitch black, and like I say, I can't even see my dog that's 2 foot in front of me, let alone 6 foot in front of me. So that'll give you kind of like a good look at what this camera can do. And the other day also, I back-tied my dog to the back of the van and had a bit of a play session with him. And you can see in this video the clarity. Again, this is in the pitch black. You can see the clarity in the video. And also you can see this, I'm obviously moving around with the dog and things like that, and you can see how steady or unsteady the camera is. You can make your own opinion on that. And this camera also has a built-in speaker, so this obviously with the voice recorder, the camera will catch voices as well. So if you are out talking to people or someone's coming up to you, the camera will catch everything that person says and everything that you say as well. So if you are in court and you say, I told them to stand back, that person says, no you didn't, you've got the voice on the video, you'll have the voice recording of you telling them to stand back. So that's obviously something else that you've got in your armour, that if you went to court, there's somebody else that can back you up.
And something I've realised they've left off the key features, and it's quite a key one, is there is a display screen at the back. So if you push the power button, you see that there's the display screen which will show you a display of what is in. If you push the right hand button, you can zoom in. Push the left hand one, you can zoom out. And also if you push the middle button, you go to a screen where you'll have video, photo and audio. If you press OK onto that, then you can click on something that you've recorded and it plays it with sound.
It's not a case with body cams that you have to have it running 24/7.
So if it's a case of you're on site and the police want to see it, you can show the police straight away with the display screen your evidence there and then. And then obviously if you want to get back out of anything, then you can push the top right button, the power button, to exit all the way back out to your live, where you can obviously push the record button and it will start recording. So I think that's a key feature that they seem to have left off. I don't know why, but that's always something nice to know as well.
And lastly, if you're worried about the camera going from like day mode into night mode, it flickers on its own. So just a minute ago I was just putting the dog back in the van, obviously I had the interior light on there, and you can see as I go down to where the dog is, it flicks into night mode where there's not enough light, so it flicks into night mode. And as I come back up where the interior light is, it then flicks back to a kind of day mode and gives you colour. So if you're worried about starting a recording when it's light and finishing when it's pitch black, the camera will automatically flick between the two options depending on what it needs. There's obviously some kind of technology in there where the camera needs so much for light mode, and then when it's not getting enough light, it automatically will flick onto the night mode. So if you're worried about that, that's not a trouble either. And the cost of this body cam is £230. So I'm not going to pretend it's like the cheapest body cam you can get out there, but I think all the information that I've given you there about its ruggedness, water resistant, the night mode, the fastening, the built-in memory, the be able to protect the files so no one can nick any of the files that are on there. Everything I've put in there. You get a docking station as well, so obviously you can use this to charge it. So basically, what am I doing here? So basically you would just plug this in, plug it into the wall, and then if you're on site and you need to charge it, you can basically just clip it in. It sits like that, and then when you're going to go out for a patrol, whatever it was, you just click it out, clip it on, and away you go. Now, I've not had to do too much recording, so the way in which I work with mine is that mine's off unless I hear something or feel something's going on. And like I say, it's just one quick flick of the button, which doesn't take very long, and all of a sudden now we're recording. So it's not a case with body cams that you have to have it running 24/7. All you need to know is that if your dog indicates or you hear something that's not suspicious, quick press. Now you're recording and you feel much safer. And obviously with the red light on the top that you can probably see flashing, the person that you're talking to will be able to see that as well. Now my CCTV sticker here has fallen off. I don't know, someone can let me know in the comments below if it's a requirement that it has to say the CCTV on it. It actually fell off. But obviously with the red light on the top, they can see that something's recording as well. And you can also let them know, because like I say, with body cams, it's also a deterrent, so someone will be less willing to try something if they're knowing they're being recorded. So I hope you found all this information helpful. If you're looking for a body cam, etc., let me know down in the comments below if there's anything I've missed out. And yeah, hopefully you got everything you needed out of this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for loads more videos, and I'll see you again next week in the next video. Cheers for watching, see you later.